Hello friend, this is Paper Kitty. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you crafty kitties are doing well today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I have here a challenge that I'm participating in with Miss Judy, and she's with my scrapbook loft, and she's just an amazing crafter and a sweetheart. So definitely be sure and check her out. I will put her information in my description box below of this video. So what we have here, basically she mailed me back some ugly paper, and what we had to do in October was send her 3 packs of ugly paper. And you know, obviously I say ugly because, you know, what's ugly to one person may not be to the other. And at the end of the day, a lot of us had to just send the paper that we were, I guess, least fond of at the moment. And so for that reason, you know, it's not necessarily ugly. Okay, in some cases it actually is, though. To be honest with you, I do think some of it is a little harder. I've seen some of the paper that she got, and yeah, I don't think I got the worst of the batch, so I'm happy for that. So, but definitely it is going to be a challenge because on top of everything, we're having to make now with this ugly paper that we have received, some Christmas cards and some ATC cards. So that's going to be really interesting because, again, the paper, you know, it may not be Christmas paper. You know, like in this case, I actually got some Christmas paper, which I was really glad because, excuse me with this hair. Yeah, so I mean, I was kind of, I guess, lucky, if you want to call that, and get some of this paper. I think it's so cute because it says this ugly paper is from Elsa. Clear it, and then she says, "I'm sorry." So anyway, Elsa, you sound like a darling. And anyway, thank you for this paper. It's actually the least ugly to try to make you know, Christmas cards out of it, of all things. Because, like, I mean, maybe if, you know, like with some of these other ones, you know, we could just do other things. But the additional challenge is to make them Christmas cards. So, the other thing is I'm not a card maker per se. Like, I don't really have a lot of experience in that. And so that's another challenge. But I am excited to give it a go. And so I will be probably stitching some videos into this one as I move along in this process, but I wanted to show you kind of a before and after situation. Now, usually we were supposed to have 3 pieces in each one, but for some reason I got 4 in this and Elsa's. So, but yeah, this one is double-sided. Okay, so I actually like double-sided most of the time because it's just thicker, and I like that it has already, you know, the word Christmas that maybe I can cut out and do stuff with. And, you know, a few images here that I may or may not be able to use, but definitely this is a Christmassy, it's a Christmas paper. So that, again, that'll be helpful with that. To add to the difficulty of the thing, I've been working on a blue Christmas junk journal and some pastel Christmas embellishments, and so my brain is kind of geared towards the pastels and the pinks and the blues right now, and so I'm having to kind of do a whole switch over for traditional colors because these are a little bit more traditional. But again, I do enjoy the challenge, but it definitely adds to the difficulty for me just because of what I'm doing. So anyway, I'll stop whining here eventually. But yeah, so you know, this is cute. I could probably cut this little tag out and use it as a sentiment, perhaps, because it does say do not open till December 25th, and so I mean, I don't know that that's really a cool thing to put on the cover of a card, unless it's a card that somebody might use to put like a little gift inside, you know, like a monetary or a gift card or something. So that might be a thing to think about. So there's that, and then this one has like little Santa Claus on it, and it's cute. I think it's cute. And then again, it's got a few little sentiments. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, and you know, they're not big, you know, they're kind of smaller. Santa Claus, and so, you know, be jolly. I don't know again if they're going to be large enough to put in the card, but in a card, on a card, because some of the cards that I've got going on might be a little bit bigger. These are like little postage stamps, images on the back here. I could see using that maybe also, and so, and there's some blue in there. But so that's that one. I'm gonna try to keep it together. I don't know exactly the intricate details of how we're gonna. I think once we're done with everything, we just send it to Miss Judy, and then she's the one that distributes it all. Imagine we can probably mix them together. I don't think that you have to keep them just like that. I mean, we can probably even add more paper if we wanted to. So now this lime green is actually a color that I've been kind of incorporating into some of my pastel, but that, I don't know if that's going to help or throw me off further. But yeah, this is definitely not Christmassy in any way, but, or this, but again, you know, maybe we can add it somehow or use it as a scrap. And then there's this paper, which is interesting. Again, the colors are not very Christmas. There's not really much Christmas about it. I do like these little things. I kind of feel like cutting them out and using them somehow just for like embellishing. But, and you know, they have kind of a, it's like an orangey yellow. And so I don't know if we can turn these into like gold. Maybe I can do a little gold on them and use them as embellishments. I don't know. Again, I don't know how these cards are going to come out. I suspect they're not going to be amazing into really pretty cards, but I'm certainly going to try my best. And so yeah, so again, these are challenging because these are just like words, and I could totally see why somebody wanted to put this in their ugly Christmas, ugly paper pack, because it's fairly impossible to do anything with it. But I do like the words. Like this says hooray, this says fun, this is happy, treat yours. I think it says treat yourself, but it cuts off at the S. Treat your S. So anyway, I do like that, but you know, those are not necessarily words for Christmas either. So again, there's the white part in the back, which could be useful for something maybe. And because, you know, Miss Judy did say we can paint these if we needed to, you know, we can probably do anything to it, like use them however, really. So I'm thinking I may even have to cover some of these because again, they're not very. Now this one, funny thing with this one is this would totally go with a pink Christmas, you know, pastel Christmas theme, even though these are sea algae or whatever that is, but it's more of a beach theme. I mean, and there's definitely a Christmas beach, you know, like a tropical Santa kind of theme that's I've seen around. Again, we will see as we go. Right now I'm just kind of looking at these patterns to see, you know, if there's anything that calls Christmas or that I can turn into Christmas. And obviously this pack right here, I would say no unless it turns into like something pastel. Again, we don't need to leave them in the same, we can mix them around, I'm sure. And so maybe I'll do that. Probably gonna figure out the Christmas cards first and then the ATCs, because the ATCs are smaller and I could probably use some of the scraps of making the cards. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put these things to a side now. And I have some watercolor paper. I don't actually have like the plain cards. So I just took some watercolor paper that I have, and I was able to come up with these sizes. So basically these are a little bit bigger. So this way we're looking at about 5.5, and this way we're looking at about 7.5. So these are pretty big cards. I have 4 of those. And then I've got these smaller ones, which is like 6, and across is 4.5. So, you know, we'll see if they, you know, and so this will give me the right amount. So then I found these at Tuesday morning, and they were on sale. They're Merry Days, and this says Jingle All the Way, Dear Santa, and Merry Christmas. Got this to work with. And I had cut some ATC cards out of the remainder of that watercolor paper, and they ended up being a little too small by like just a hair, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to just cut some that are a little bit more, you know, that the measurements are closer to perfect. And so I thought I could just use these for layering, you know, like if I'm gonna put, for example, I cut up some scrapbook paper, some Christmas scrapbook paper, and you know, I can use them maybe for matting, you know, something like that. And so I think I might be able to use that. And then I think these I bought some scrapbook paper that actually has like little words or little images that you can cut out. And so I really like that, because I think that's going to help me to, you know, put something over these cards. I keep going like that for everything, in quotes. So so yeah, we'll see. You know, I got a lot of little images here that I'm just going to have to kind of put around here to see, you know, where it's gonna all go, and you know how I may be able to come. Here's that and that. These are a little bit bigger, so yeah, I think these are gonna be better for the bigger cards for sure. So there's that. And so yeah, I'm gonna probably, like I said, pick out some of these and mat them and combine them with, you know, some of these cards and some of these backgrounds somehow. So all right guys, I will be getting back with you here shortly. I've got some stickers also here, and I'll probably add a few more embellishments that I don't have, you know, handy right now. Again guys, thank you for watching. Love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.